Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to EHEF Indonesia 2021 Institution Talk Show. I'm Diara Fasya, the moderator of today's talk show. I'm very happy to be moderator here and welcome all of you to this talk show. For you who just joined this meeting in EHEF, first, I would like to introduce you about EHEF. EHEF Indonesia is European Higher Education Fair Indonesia is an annual education exhibition for prospective Indonesian students who are interested to pursue their education abroad, specifically in distinguished European institutions. EHEF Indonesia is the largest education exhibition in Indonesia. We aim to be a one-stop destination for prospective Indonesian students to get information regarding study in Europe and for European higher education institution to promote high-quality education in Europe as an excellent alternative for Indonesian students. And today, in Auditorium 4, we will have three sessions. First, we will have, in a moment, IMT Atlantic and IMT North Europe. For you who are interested to pursue education in engineering 100%. And second, at 3 p.m., for you who are interested in science, from aeronautic studies, veterinary to cross-disciplinary science. And then third, in the last session at 4 p.m., we will continue culinary program in France. Next will be here Institut Paul Bocuse, Le Cordon Bleu, and École Verrières. Discover all culinary program in France and become a real French chef. Okay. And for the visitor who have any question, please send your question in the YouTube chat and we will summarize your question and will be answered the presentation. Well, everyone, to shorten the time, we will go straight to the first session. Okay. Our speaker now is Mrs. Virginie Saudo from IMT North Europe. I'm IMT North Europe. And Mr. Berenice Brochard from IMT Atlantic. Okay, first we will start from IMT North Europe to start the institution presentation. Please, Ms. Virginie Saudo.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So I'm from IMT North Europe. I'm in charge of the admissions and the promotion of the school. I'm here today to discuss with Berenice and EHEF Indonesia about the master's program we have here in our schools, engineering schools, which is different from a university. Maybe we'll discuss about that. So all taught in English, and also a specific scholarship program we have with partner universities in Indonesia that may interest you.
Okay, we can continue to Mrs. Berenice Brochard from IMT Atlantic.
Yes, thank you. I'm very happy to be with you for this session, and good afternoon to the attendees. My name is Berenice Brochard and I work at IMT Atlantic. I work for the international office and I'm more specifically in charge of the promotion of our master's program, and also I'm an admission counselor. And as explained by my colleague from IMT North Europe, we will have a more specific focus on our master's programs and the scholarship program specific to Indonesia that we have in common with the IMT to which we belong.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Berenice. Okay, maybe we can now talk about the important about studying engineering science in today's era. Maybe we can start from Mrs. Berenice.
Yes, thank you. So that's an interesting question. And there are actually many reasons why it's important to study engineering in our today's world, which is constantly evolving in terms of technology. To me, when you're an engineer, You can be an active player. And for example, you can take part in the digital revolution. You can contribute to developments in the industry, participate to the innovations which improve our daily lives. And you can also do some research about tomorrow's challenges, which definitely include our environmental impact. Just to summarize, it's sense when you can participate. When you're an engineer, you can participate to the developments of new technologies, of useful technologies, which can benefit to all human beings in a way which is green enough to protect our planet.
Okay, thank you. Maybe Mrs. Virginie would like to put some another.
I think Mary said a lot of things. No, the only thing I will add is, as an engineer, you will have a big role to play in the coming years. Already now, and already in the past few years, it has been a strategic role for the economy of the countries, and because your role, your mission will be to find solutions to current problems, but also to future problems to come. We discussed about, for example, climate change, new things. I mean, an engineer has to foresee what is going to happen and to imagine and to anticipate. And I think in our schools, in France and in our engineering schools, it's what we want to train people to be able to take this kind of responsibilities after their studies. And something else I wanted to add, which is important, and it's something we might discuss about when we'll explain our programs, is that to be able to play a big role, you need to be able to communicate well. You need to be able to work with other people, to have a team spirit and to be a leader. And in our schools, it's what we are going to help you to become a good leader, a good manager, through our programs, but also through the environment where you're going to evolve. It's something really important. Apart if you want to do only a PhD or be a researcher, but also if you want to do that, you will have to be in a team, a research team, and you will have to collaborate with others. There is no more jobs where you are only alone, autonomous, and you don't meet with people. You will need some communication skills. And if you come at IMT Atlantic or North Europe, you will become a good leader for tomorrow and a good manager.
Okay, that's interesting. And is there any cooperation with certain companies with your institution?
Yes, of course. So our school, for example, has over 15,000 alumni. Alumni is a graduate student, so it means that the network is massive. There are plenty of companies in France, around the world, foreign companies also. So there are specific partnerships with companies, big multinationals. I can tell you some names I would say, but it's more in France, but like Total Energies, but EHEF, these kind of companies. But then I think what is important for a student who come in France is to know that if he graduates with a degree, he will, just for that, because it's really renowned schools, it will be easy to go on the labor market after that. For example, in our school is over 93% of the students who graduate will find a job within 2 months, if it's not just after their graduation. This is thanks to a lot of internships you will do during your schooling, during your training. So already when you have 19, 20 years old, you do internships. So that helps to also evolve as a teammate, as a professional person. So, and a lot of partnerships with companies in around our school. For example, we have Renault, so a lot of car industry. a lot of aerospace industry.
Yes.
It's not just in Toulouse; it's also in Bretagne, in Brittany, where is IMT Atlantic. It's also in the north of France because there are a lot of, the companies that supplies the big companies like Airbus. There are a lot of small companies who do like, I don't remember the name, but it's parts of an airplane. You find them everywhere in France. There are industries, and also for the energy industry.
Yeah.
You find companies that build the specific parts, and that's where you need really good engineers because it's really technical industries.
Yeah, that's because I also alumni of a French student. I was study in France for 7 years, so I know that when I come back to Indonesia, it's lots of opportunities coming, like a job and a lot of things. Okay, but I can come back to Mrs. Berenice Brochard. During this pandemic, how is the workshop and the practical study is held in your respective university?
So now we have a quite normal situation, although we still wear a mask for the students when they're in class. But during the pandemic, it was a huge challenge for actually. But our graduate schools could find the solutions quite rapidly to keep on offering education, to deliver it in another way. So that was last year, or even almost 2 years ago. So we set out some programs online. I mean, the courses were online for students, so they can keep on have these engineering programs, but with online courses, and all the professors have adapted to the situation so that we not stop and continue this education role that we have here.
Okay. So what the specific difference with IMT Atlantic and IMT North Europe?
We are part of the same group, actually. So maybe we started by that.
So
we are part of a group in France, which is the #1 group for engineering and management studies, called IMT. So in French, it's Institut Mines Télécom. And there are several graduate schools in the fields of engineering and management gathered. And the specificities probably, I mean, the differences are in our fields of expertise. We are engineering or management schools, but each school have some specificities in the fields of education, research, and innovation. So, for example, here at IMT Atlantic, we focus on digital technology, energy, and the environment. And maybe I will let my colleague Virginie talk about IMT North Europe for the specificity.
Yeah. Okay. Here it's more in digital sciences, energy, environment, and also civil engineering, materials, and industry.
Okay. Can you tell more about the location of IMT North Europe? For example, how's the location? The maybe Lille, something interesting. For
Lille, the best place.
Yes, I was there 2 years.
Ah, you were there. Okay, yes. So it's gonna be easier. Sorry, Berenice. Lille is in the north of France, so we can say it's Paris is already in the north of France, but we are just over Paris. So our school is on different bases. There are different campuses, but the main one is 20 minutes from Lille, and the other one is in Lille metropolis, because Lille is a city, but then there is a big metropolis. And I, for example, I live in the metropolis, but I'm like 15 minutes by a tube, or it's not a tube, but it's a tramway. It's a French, you will see a lot of them in France, from the city center of Lille. So north of France, for example, we are 30 minutes from Brussels, which is another European capital, and then 1 hour from Paris by train. So it's really easy to move, and we have a lot of businesses who set up in Lille metropolis, because it's really close to London, 1 hour and 20 minutes. And it's a little bit of landscape, countryside. It's not snowing often. We are not in the Alps. It's raining a little bit in winter, and it's not too cold, not too hot. But yeah, it's a place, I think, also in the Atlantic. It's 2 regions in France that are quite well known for the people are really welcoming newcomers, and so really friendly, and you have really good food in France. So also in the north of France, it's quite fat, a lot of cheese and things like that. But if you want to discover it, you can. If you don't want, it's okay. You will just have some drinks and French fries and good cakes.
Okay. Thank you. And Mrs. Breneris, is it easy for international students to get like a room for staying in Breton?
Yes. So IMT Atlantic has 3 campuses in 3 cities called Brest, Nantes, where I'm presently, and Rennes. So these cities are located next to the Atlantic Ocean. That's why we are called IMT Atlantic. And all our campuses has some, they have their own student residence on their campus. So it means that when you're an international student, then you have been admitted in one of our programs, then we give you the information just to book a room on our campus. So that's very convenient, because as you said, that's a very important issue for international students. When you don't know the country, when you don't know the language, you don't know the place, yes. And plus you're an international student, sometimes it's quite difficult to find a room, to find a place to live by yourself. So we have this advantage that accommodation is not a problem for our students. They just can join our nice rooms for the students. Here in IMT Atlantic, we have like 600 rooms for students, which are actually, they are not like just bedrooms. It's like a small apartment, because they have their private bathroom and a small kitchen if they want to cook. So that's very convenient, and it's just like 5 minutes walks from the classroom. So that's the definitely the most convenient and also the most cheapest way to live here.
Okay, that's interesting. So maybe for this last 5 minutes, I would like to you for make a summarize for your institution, like maybe 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Yes, please, Mrs. Breneris.
Yes, sorry, the sun is coming because it's the morning here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It makes a difference. I mean, a very weird look.
Okay.
Tell you that we
now I think it's 7 p.m. right, or 8?
It's 8:30
p.m. in the morning, and it's winter, right?
Yes, but we had a very, very nice winter sunrise here. The really nice orange and red leaves of the trees, because we're in autumn. That's wonderful. But you just can't see my face. Okay, just to summarize quickly what we have tried to present during this session. I'll just give a few more words about IMT Atlantic. So you have understood that we are a graduate engineering school. We are actually recognized in the most prominent university ranking in the world, such as THE, Shanghai, QS, etc. And so we belong to IMT Group, as we have explained. Our 3 fields of expertise: digital technology, energy, and the environment. So we offer a wide range of programs related to those fields, and including some Masters of Science programs taught in English, entirely taught in English, which are very well adapted to the international students. So for example, in IT, in supply chain management, in process and bioprocesses, in nuclear engineering also. These programs all include a 6-month internship to have some work experience in a French company during at the end of the studies. We can also offer some PhD opportunities to the students afterwards. And so we've talked about a scholarship program.
Okay, yes.
At the beginning. That's quite important to mention it actually. Besides the scholarships that we offer to our master students for excellence or because they come from university partner. So IMT Group have created a cooperation between our French graduate school and 10 Indonesian partners, universities, which includes, for example, Universitas Indonesia, Institute Technology Bandung, Universitas Gadjah Mada, etc. So altogether, they form what we call FISEM, which stands for French Indonesian Consortium of for Engineering and Management, and it makes students' mobilities easier between for the Indonesian students to come to our master's programs in France, in our graduate engineering and management schools. Besides, what is very important is that this project has been selected by the European Commission for funding until 2023. It means that students presently studying into our Indonesian partner universities are eligible for an Erasmus Plus scholarship, which includes living expenses, transportation. So if you're an Indonesian student studying in one of these university, please contact your home university first to check if you are eligible for this mobility opportunity. It can be for 1 semester exchange, or it can be also for a double degree. So, and then in one of our IMT schools, so at IMT North Europe for some programs, at IMT Atlantic, for example, if you prefer to study something else, I mean, our programs. So that's a very good opportunity until 2023 for the students to come to our graduate school to study with this financial support. So yes, feel free to contact us. We will be on our booth afterwards for until, I don't know, Indonesian time, but for the coming years. So please visit our booth if you want more information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Breneris. Okay, maybe next, if there's a visitor who will who would like to give some question for us, please chat in the YouTube so we can we can give the question for the speakers. And now maybe we can continue to Virginie's. Is there any?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, yeah, we can continue to you.
And after there will be questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So IMT Europe is over 2,100 students and more than 600 graduate each year. At IMT Europe, we have 3 programs taught in English that may interest you. The rest is taught in French. Of course, if you have a B2 level in French, you can contact us. It can be interesting because there are a lot of opportunities also. But for the English taught programs, it's 3 master's degrees co-accredited with the University of Lille, which is the 2nd largest university in France. We have 3 different programs. One is in civil engineering. It's called Advanced Design and Management of Durable Construction. So the idea is to find solutions with recycled materials, construction materials, and find solutions for the future construction industry. And then the other one is eco-design and advanced composite structures. So there is going to be more about composite. So composite is going to be kind of which material we can develop, we can imagine to create complex parts. So it's going to be really for a technical market. The composites market is really technical. So for the car industry, for the transportation, for aerospace, for also energy industry, really to invent lightweight products and also for the sports industry. Then the last one we have just started is design and management of the industry 4.0. So there is going to be about how to gain productivity in the industry, in the production. So it's just a summary of, of the masters, but that's the three topics. The specificity at IMT Europe is that during your master's degree of 2 years, you will spend so one semester in our engineering school with engineering courses. The second semester is going to be in Paris in IMT Business School, another school of the group, IMT group. So there you will develop your communication skills, your sales,
right?
management, communication, personal development, ethics, business ethics, finance, also to be able to create your own company. You have some basics. Then a third semester, so for the Master 2 semester 1 year, you come back in Douai, the campus of Douai, and you will learn engineering. And the last semester is your master thesis that can be done everywhere in a company or also in a lab if you want to go on a PhD track. And if you want to do that, we also include in all the program a course which is about research. So it's an initiation to research, so how to conduct research, and that's really the specificity of our master's program. And then so you can visit us on the booth. We will be pleased to discuss with you, or just at least to get our contact details, so that after the show in the coming weeks, you can contact us also for information on the scholarships. And because at this period of the year, if you have also an excellent academic background, there are other, like Berenice said, other scholarship possibilities through the school, but also through the French government with the EHEF scholarship program, which is maybe the Graal, so the best scholarship solution for an international student who wants to pursue his studies in France.
Okay, thank you, Miss Virginie. Right now we have one question from Wisnu Satria. Bonjour, I have the question. Are they tuition fee at IMT still using the old or new cost? And how much is approximate tuition fee for master and doctoral level? Merci. So Mr. Wisnu asked about the tuition fee for a master degree and doctoral level.
Okay, so I don't know with Berenice, but I can say about my school, and maybe it's a little bit different for her. So we need to see the different master's degrees. So if it's the specific English taught master's degrees, it's a 2-year program after a bachelor degree, and there it's going to be 9,000 per year. So this is for the specific English taught program. And then for like because we discuss about engineering programs and for the FISEM, so the scholarship, then there is the French taught program, and there it's going to be a classic fee, which is 2000. I think if the person is not from Europe, it's 4,000 euro. I think I'm saying a mistake. I need to. It's too early in the morning for me. I think it's.
We are so sorry.
I need to check. Maybe Berenice has it, but I don't know.
Average, or yeah.
Yeah, it's 4,150 for outside European citizens.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
And for
Yes, it would have been interested, in fact, to know his or her background and to know which program you would like to join, because we have different tariffs depending on the program. For our Masters of Science, which are entirely taught in English, sorry, the tuition fee is 12,000 euros per year, but all our the applicants from the Indonesian partners can have half price of that, and plus if they have an excellent profile, they get some more discount, so it can be down to 4,000 something. So it's really important. Application is free, so if students are interested, we really encourage them to apply. They will not lose anything, maybe just waste some times, but they will know for which tariff they can be eligible. Our program in IT is cheaper because a part of it is taught in French, so it's something like 3,000 euros. But we will give more details to the students. And as we explained, the students who come to our graduate schools in the frame of the FISEM project, so the consortium between Indonesian and our graduate schools. So if they come for the mobility or for the double degree program, they really have a very reduced tariff, and their living expenses and the flight ticket is reimbursed. So at the end, they don't have to spend that much.
Okay, and maybe I can add for some benefits in French. Student who will study in French, we will get CAF, right? Allocataire familial, c'est ça? Yeah, so for example, like me staying in France for stay a month, rent apartment is 700, but government in France will help us like to 200 euro, so it will be help for us to saving and another things. There's a lot of benefits, right? For the transportation for student, they will reduce like 10%, like yeah, something like that. So not only with the institution and university, but also the government will help international student to get more benefits. Okay, next, second question from Mrs. Rahel Pratiwi. Okay, hello, good day everyone. I want to ask if we have up 35 years old, that we must have arranging to take this university for master class program. So it's okay for 35 years old up to take a master degree.
Yeah, we don't have age limit for the master's programs. What is important is that this person has continued studied maybe the years before, because he or she, I don't know if it's
she.
So if he graduates like 15 years ago,
okay,
it would be too difficult for him to come back to this educational system. So that's could be a difficulty for that person. And in our master's program, international master's program, the average age is 26 years old, because actually most of the students already have a work experience, maybe 3-4 years of work experience, and then they come here to study. So basically we have students ranging from 22 to 38 usually 32, 33, but I mean 35. If the profile is good, if the student is motivated, has the right skills, the right scientific backgrounds, and graduates, I mean, maybe continuing some studies not too long before, then he can definitely apply for our master's program.
Okay, and how about in IMT North Europe?
Yeah, I think it's what Berenice said. It depends on the motivation, on also the professional background, because I mean the professional experience. Because if he has been working in a top level company where like he's at the edge of innovation, he knows all the new softwares, etc. I mean, it's like going to a class and learn the new tools, the new technologies. So it really depends on the profile. I've received some applications with over 35 years old not students, but candidates, applicants. Then it's the issue I had was more about the fundings, because when you have that age, I would say there are like scholarships that are where it won't be eligible anymore. For example, the EHEF scholarship. So usually at that age, it's more with PhD candidates. But imagine if he was interested in research, it can be a good way to do a master's program in France and then maybe do a PhD in Indonesia, or to get some more knowledge and also experience the labs and research departments we have in France. But I would not say it's a problem to apply. It will only depend on what is on the CV.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And maybe another question. This is about from Thomas Marcelino. Okay. Is there any university you would recommend for students who are looking for civil engineering master? Maybe in IMT, more IMT North Europe or IMT Atlantic, and there's any scholarship to get into. So, Mr.
It's
Thomas.
a summary of what we said.
Yeah.
It's a summary of what we said.
Okay.
Mr. Thomas, yes, there are a lot of companies who have a specialty in civil engineering. We do have one. There is another one from IMT Group who has one. We are public school, so I would say for that we are maybe not the cheapest, because of course university can be a little bit cheaper. But it's interesting to contact us, and if it's not to go to our schools, maybe we can discuss about that through emails. Civil engineering, it's a common specialty in France. Our school is one of the pioneer. We said it has been created before 1900, so years old. I mean, not 100, but over 100 years. Okay, and so there are a lot of we have partnerships with Bouygues Telecom, Bouygues Constructions, Vinci. So a lot of major companies in the construction sector. And yeah, universities, I mean, you can find everywhere in France. I think they have a civil engineering department, because it's a basic in a university that offers engineering sciences. So I think, I don't know, but I would say you can find easily a program in that. And then scholarship, it will depend on your age, on your academic background, on your project. There are not a lot of scholarships. So we have the FICEM program to go in the IMT schools. So you can have a look at. So it's FICEM. You type that on the web, you will find a Wix site, and you can visit that. You have all the information on it. And or maybe on IMT Atlantic, on their booth, you will find the contacts. I think I forgot to put them on mine. And then the French government scholarships, but and you can also go on the Campus France scholarship catalog. because they might have other like private schools or private, not private universities, but other like specific programs in civil engineering where you have a scholarship opportunity. So go on the catalog of Campus France, because I don't know everything. Yeah, you need to conduct some research, because I'm sure you will find something. When you start to dig, you always find a treasure.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so maybe we'll finish this session, and I would like to ask closing statement. Yeah, another closing statement from you. We start with Virginie Soudo. Please, Mrs.
I didn't understand what I should do.
For the closing statement, because we will.
Closing statement. Okay, sorry. I had a question for you, Diara. Did you get a scholarship when you came in France?
No, because I finished my high school, and then I start to looking for university. So I start to learn my French in Besançon, and then Besançon, and then I took my BTS Communication at Lille.
Okay. Yeah, Besançon is a little bit colder than our destinations.
Yes, because it's hard to speak like 100% English in French, right? So we need at least like level B1 or B1 or A2 to start talk with French, because French is romantic language, right?
So yeah, that was my closing announcement. No, sorry. No, but I think if you want more information, you can contact Yara. Yeah. And then no, but do not hesitate. I know it's sometimes difficult with virtual conversations, discussions, but do not hesitate to pop up a message. And if you want us to send you more information, if you want just detail your background, what you look for, and we will try to have an answer if it's not in our school, in another institution. So just don't feel too shy, and
yes.
It will be
the first time we will have like shy to ask anything, and then we hope that our next student will get more courage to get another information, right? Okay.
If you want to move forward in your project, I mean, you need to ask some questions. And like I said, if it's not to come in our institution, we have some information about France and about maybe some advices, some tips, like you say, with the allocation, with the housing fundings. I mean, you can get some money, just some tips. And with the experience, I think in my school, there has not been Indonesian students for the moment, because it's brand new, the English taught programs, and with the COVID, it has not helped. But in IMT Atlantic, there has been there are Indonesian students who graduate, so they can advise on how to organize the trip to France and how it's life in France. So it's easier.
Yeah, thank you. And maybe Mrs. Brenneris would like to add.
Yes, thank you, Virginie, also for this work, because it was exactly what I wanted to talk about. Our Indonesian students and alumni. We have been welcoming some Indonesian students for years already. We have a strong alumni community in Indonesia, and we are really happy to meet them when we go to Indonesia for real.
Yes.
Years. But they are very, very great. They are very good IMT ambassadors, and they are always enthusiastic to help us for the promotional activities and etc. Actually, I invite you to watch our student testimonials. We have some videos about our alumni, and some of them are from Indonesia. I think you can watch them from the booth directly, but you can also check our website. And of course, today we will be happy to answer all your questions on our booth, and the day after and in the coming weeks and months, just do not hesitate to contact us, to send an email. Yes, don't be shy to ask any questions, because actually this is our job, to answer you, to guide you for your study projects in France, and we hope in the IMT graduate schools here in France. Thank you very much for this opportunity to participate in this session. It was great to be able to present our programs and specificities. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to thank you to the speaker for their informative and interesting presentation, and all the participants in YouTube. Okay, we will come back again in 10-15 minutes. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.